Good afternoon and welcome to my channel. I'm looking at myself right now thinking, yeah, perspective. My attitude's wrong. I haven't aligned myself before pressing the camera. I've not put any cream on my lips. I've been beautiful like most of the 6 weeks holidays. And today I'm like not beautiful and I'm like, put the camera on. And like this weekend, we're talking like an idiot, like normal. Don't even know where the camera bit is again, still on long. Haven't even cleared the salmon from my mouth from this tuna salmon sandwich. Went to Shalom Bay this weekend in Cornwall and could have filmed you lots of beautiful things. Seen Hurricane Erin coming in through the ocean. And yeah, here I am, basically just doing a really silly video. I just look terrible at the moment. I'm got a lot of dry skin. I feel like I need to go to Turkey and have like one of those proper exfoliating baths, like where they just remove like 20 layers of skin from like a really hot summer in England. And today it's actually finally bloody raining. Well, sort of raining. It's still trying to be sunny, but you know when you just come to that point of summer where you're like, especially in England, like, just come on, rain. And it's been so dry this summer. It's been so dry this summer. So yeah, I'm just coming on looking like a div, really. Partner's been feeding me endless pastry. Like last night I've been on like, and when I went to Shalom Bay in Cornwall, I have had previous videos that I did in May, when I went in May. And I'm talking like that because when I went in May, I stayed on the same beach, but on a different side of the beach, on the other side of the beach where you get to hear the ocean and went in a house with a garden. If you look back, that it was just like exotic garden and that, and it's bloody a lot of money really to pay, to stay in that. But when I went away this weekend, I went back to my camping, which I've done before, and we were like in this closer field that I like to be in. I wish I'd filmed it for you really, because you can see the sea from the camp field. And I'm not joking, me and the 4 children and the partner, yeah, I know it sounds bloody hectic, and it really, really was. Hang on, they're coming now. This is why I've just been trying to fully focus on them the whole holidays, to be honest with you. Hang on. No, we're not having any pot noodles. Honestly, there's salmon in the fridge. We're getting back to normal now. We're not eating pot noodles for lunch. For some reason, I said to your dad last night that we needed some decent food, and he got some salmon as well as like 15 pastries because they're really cheap at that time of day, and frozen pastries and pies and cheap biscuits and pot noodles. But he did buy salmon as well, so apparently because counteracts it. Doesn't. Look, well, basically I'm burnt and I'm covered in cold sauce and I'm in a different angle now. And these 4 children, they need to go back to school, and they're going back to school next Wednesday, and I'm burnt. And the next time I show you myself, I'm going to be absolutely beautiful, all right? But no, it doesn't even matter. I had so many important things to say, and I've literally said nothing of importance. But just remember, we're all in this together. But I'm very distracted right now and in 3D. With a good sense of humour, though. I literally went camping, just going on about camping, whatever. My daughter, the youngest, she's been like a devil at the moment because she's overtired. We're just it's a week back to school, and we're just actually trying to have some rest. I've been very busy. I've been really bloody good, I have, as well. With quite a few beers involved, actually, yeah. But like, to a degree where I've not been out, but yeah, I could do with like really having a detox on alcohol. I've said this many times, and cigarettes. But yeah, maybe next Wednesday or before, I might come back to being able to talk some sense without whistling. But at the moment, I'm still completely wanked, completely wanked and tired and ugly today, and not talking any sense, like some sort of nut job. But there are plenty of synchronizations happening at the moment, and we're all flying. So just basically just saying that really. But yeah, I was really selfish because I actually went to the beauty, and I didn't film it. But yeah, if you want to look up Trailing Bay and look how beautiful it is, then do. But I've got nothing else really important to say other than shalom, shalom, and just wish me luck in, what's the line in rap, that she was a 10 out of 10 before she smoked cigarettes, right? And they've literally been doing me lungs in the last, I'd like to say 6 weeks, but about the last 20 years, 22 years, been doing my lungs in and that, and I just need some more granola. And like, I was really annoyed with my part last night because he went to the shop and he brought me back 3 more beers because we hadn't drank on Bank Holiday Monday, which is his birthday, so bring back more beer, because obviously when I was in Tranham Bay I did have some wine, obviously, and if you have 4 children that are quite stressful, you know, a bottle of wine can be drunk quite quickly in 2 nights. You know, I probably had 3 bottles of wine and then back to 3 bottles of beer yesterday, so I just feel like really sick. But yeah, my kids are trying to eat pot noodles. Yeah, basically I was really annoyed with him because he came back with some healthy choices, like, look how close I am on the camera, but healthy choices, but then also pot noodles and like all the pastry that goes off at the end of the day for 35p. And I knew I was weak, so I drank the beers that he gave me while I was trying to do my yoga, so I'm trying to like do both at the same time. And last night I was doing a really good one, like, oh, what is it? See, I never remember the mantra now. Padam. I heard it so many times that I almost remember it. Padam. Padam. Pahdme Hum. Pahdme Hum. Something about the lotus Buddha. It's like basically the whole teaching of the Buddha is in that saying. It's like Pahdme Hum. I really should pause this and go and have a look for it. I'm going to do it at the end, but if I don't come back, it's because I just don't have the skills. And honestly, because I'm 34 now and I could just have just a little bit more of an exfoliate on my skin at the moment. But yeah, so I drank my beers and then had pastry for tea, basically. Like, so I was a bit annoyed. Yeah, but I've just had a salmon and tomato sandwich without white bread. I had granola, like, you know, seedy bread, so can only go onwards and upwards. But the kids, obviously, like, why he bring in the pot noodles, and now that all they want to eat is pot noodles, and they're pretty fierce at the moment, you know, like they're like a gang, and they just need to go back to reality of school. Although they're not naughty, they're very good children. It's just, you know, you if you know, then you know. But it's been a fabulous holidays, and I've really enjoyed not looking at my phone. Like Triana Bay this weekend, I was going to do some videos, but then we didn't bring the charger thing for the phone, and then my phone ended up getting drained by my son watching, you know, things. And then, yeah. And then by Monday, we were walking around and I'm like, what's the time? What's the time? I didn't even know what the time is. And I've been like that a lot since I haven't been doing my YouTube channel. So don't think I've been hiding. I've been growing, and just like, I also see like a parallel version of myself that could have done really well all the time, you know. And I could, but it's not, there's no right or wrong. And I just felt like taking a massive step back, and also just taking things in for me. I still think everything is accounted through your eyes with God. And you don't necessarily, and sometimes you do need to document it, do you know what I mean? But it's also like, there is no right and wrong about how much documenting you're doing and how much, because I also like I said, I could look so beautiful and unstiff and elegant at times, well, at least I believe in my mind, right? Because we all do that as we get older, we think no, but you know what I mean. And then I come on here today all stiff and like, sort of like pseudo around my lips and that, but you know, there's this, for some reason I like to project myself, like I've said before, to protect myself at like my lowest energy sometimes, so that when I'm at my, so I feel like I'm in control, do you know what I mean? Like sometimes when you give your whole light and I don't know, but this is how I've presented myself today, talking absolute shite after a month of not being on, not even like holding my neck out properly or anything, but yeah. So keep just flowing, and just like every second seems important at the moment. Of course, just, do you know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm just basically saying hello, and I've got a Roblox account now. Because my kids actually, it's just so weird synchronisation for synchronisations at the moment. Like, oh, my mum's ringing me. She's really annoying me as well. Oh, but yeah, my kids have been asking me to try and join Roblox for like 2 months, and then I took some attention to their Roblox characters the other day, and then I was watching two random, well, not random, like the souls that like people that I know in the quantum, yeah, watching Roblox in the middle of the night. This is just random, but yeah, I'm going to go and play Roblox because I've been called to play Roblox on this at 4 a.m. in the morning, and it's just all very random at the moment. I'm not even willing to explain anything, but basically I'm going to go and play Roblox. I've called my character Break at Tiff's, Breakfast at Tiff's, and it's like a blonde girl in Spider-Man, right? And I don't even really like Spider-Man, but this is inspired by a 444 realm holder or something, who knows. Shalom, Heyo, Nirvana. Remember to dip your feet into the crazy whilst balancing life, yeah? But, you know, all in and out, shake it all about, do the okie-dokie. But that is a long, not useless video, I wouldn't say, but it's long. So big up, guys. I'm just going to finish. Oh, God, I've got to clean up more. Just finished now. And actually, I might just finish showing you this. I'm not going to. I feel a bit like a thief for having this, right? But all I can say is that it was in a large stone, and the large stone. This was just hanging in it like this. So it was like this, and then this was the top of it, and it just like pulled out. It was just, I can't explain it more than that. Then it was just in a stone, in a very important stone, I believe. This is why I feel like I've like robbed it. But it was just there in this stone, and it's beautiful as well. But I was holding it the other day, and it looked very weird in my hand. I just wasn't sure if I should have taken it or not. But it just looked like it was ready for me to take. So I didn't demolish or vandalise. But I suppose I did take it. I've done nothing with it since I've had it other than have it on my shelf next to a picture of my nan, whose birthday is on a 7/7 portal, 7th of July. She's a living, breathing angel. So this is next to there, and I'm not willing to tell you where this is from at the moment, because it's not like I'm going to get in trouble, but I do feel guilty that I have it. I'm sure it's okay, because maybe I should go and bring it back one day, like to see what happened with the missing stone. But they would have had to like concrete it back in or something anyway, so I'm sure it was meant for me to take. Like I said, it was just there broken in a large boulder. But yeah, just thought maybe someone might get some use out of that. Look at my bloody coaster, honestly. It's the sun, you see. I've been worshipping the sun until it's trying to come back out now, and it's annoying me. Look at the mess in my... Oh, it's trying to come out all the time. It's 20 degrees. But yeah, much love and light, guys. I will come back with like some real polished fucking material. Maybe even tomorrow. Peace and love. So I've got my best smile, eh? God, just, yeah.